Hello, Toy Collector fans. Universal Toy Collector here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another Universal Toy Collector and Scuba Pete live stream with my good friend Scuba Pete. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
I'm all good, thank you. All good. We're just saying, there's 14 of these we've done now.
It doesn't seem like it. Time flies.
I know.
This is crazy.
Time flies, and I'd like to think over that course of time we've progressively got better. I know we were mentioning it last night where we had a few technical issues for the first couple we did, wasn't it? We trying to be a bit too clever, weren't we?
Yeah, we were well beyond our means.
Absolutely. But all good, all good. So who have we got in the chat? We have the lovely Leslie or Mrs. Scuba Pete, or in my case, Beryl. Awesome stuff. Hello. We have Kieran Ball. Hello, sir.
Kieran.
We have also joined by Keith Knight. Hello, me old mucker. How are you?
What's up?
We've got some dude called Aaron the Real Toy Dude in the chat. Hello. How are you? Then we have my beautiful wife, Georgie. Hello, Georgie. How are you? Who else we got? We've got Travels with Jason. Hello,
hey,
sir.
Jason.
Just looking down for new people. Rob's Retro.
Hey, Rob.
Hello, Rob. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much. Just run down. Hey, Trenton Dodson. Hello, sir.
What's up, Trenton?
Nice of you to join us. And we have a long time ago. It's Martin, because it says so there. So that's pretty cool.
Hello.
Awesome stuff. And yes. Oh, hello. Who's this? Georgie. Hello. Saying hello to Martin. Okay, so we've got two guests with us. Firstly, we'll get the first one on, and that will be Shabby Mangafandanga. How are you, sir?
Great. Thanks for having me on, boys.
No, that's all right. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure. And we were going to have Shabby on, but unfortunately he's been having modem issues, or so he says. So we've got a replacement, and that is Adam Berry, the Real Toy Dude.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
This is great. You? We haven't been together, all of four of us, since Star Wars Celebration.
Well, no, that was back in April. So I just want to quickly just point out, like I said, Shabby has got internet issues, or so he says, but I've got a little something for Shabby, so I'm just going to play this for you, mate.
Do you wake up every day feeling tired of looking old and gray? Do you want to do something about it? Well, now you can, with Just for Shabby hair care products. Tell that gray to go away and be the younger man that you want to be. Just like Shabby.
So we all know that he's been off doing his Shabby hair.
Love you, pal.
What actually happened is he took so much of it.
I so wish he could have been here, but never mind. We've got Vader's girl.
Hi, Kat.
Hey, Kat.
Hello, Kat.
I tried
tell
to...
you what, those voiceover actors, they cost a fortune. How you doing? An absolute fortune. You wouldn't believe it. Just to let you guys know, and to let people in the chat know, internet issues. The weather's not been great in the UK at the moment, so I'm hoping that the internet will behave itself and the connection will be good and we won't lose anybody. So if it does, just bear with us. Anyhow, the reason for tonight is we're going to be chatting about this past year, because we've got, well, we're into October, coming up to November, so this year's almost out. And I just wanted to get your perspective of the year that's happened so far. So the good things that have happened this year for you guys. As he's standing in, let's go with Adam first. So how's your year been?
Right. Hi everybody, by the way. It's been a good one. A lot of purchases, which is always good, but not good for the bank balance, but good for for my internal, my heart and my peace of mind and mentality. Mentality.
Yeah,
mental
health.
Mental health. Yeah. So, but I had quite good fairs. To be honest, quite good fairs going on. So I think we've done Celebration, got to Echo, been to Sandown. So the only one I really missed, which I really wanted to go to, was Birmingham. Was NEC.
NEC. Yeah.
I was at Echo the week before, the week after. I basically
Hey, Des.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so it's been good. A lot of new pickups, but we'll get onto that at another time. So later,
Yeah.
on.
So with going to those conventions and stuff, goes to a lot of conventions, or is it that this year you've just been, going to quite a few of them?
I try and get to as many as possible.
There
The
you go,
problem
G.
is, I don't know if it's the same for everybody. I have my kind of people that I get deals off of and stuff like that that I deal with in the background. So a lot of the time when I go to these conventions or fairs, I don't tend to buy too much because I've already brought previously in advance. So Echo, I picked up a box full of stuff literally there. I didn't really need to go to Echo, but I went because I wanted to see people. So and stuff like that. So I think that's a lot to do with a lot of them. But I try and get to as many as possible. I think I might be seeing you a couple of times for the end of the year, Stu. I'm sure at some of these places. So
yeah. Well, we've got Sandown again, haven't we? In a few weeks' time, and then we've got I think it's Fordingbridge on the 9th of December. You're going to come down, aren't you?
Yeah.
And,
the football's been moved to the day after, so I can now make it. So I'll be there.
So out of everything that you've been to this year, Adam, for you, what has your main highlight been?
Celebration was awesome. Let's face it, because there was so many people there. Like, obviously, I met Scuba for the first time, and I'd only seen him on live streams. Actually, I met you for the first time at Celebration as well, Stu. To be honest,
yes,
so
you did. Yeah.
I met everybody for kind of the first time really there, and I think that's what kind of why Celebration was so good. And it was a crazy hectic day. Everybody had so much energy. The room, it was busy, but there was so much energy in the room, wasn't there, and stuff like that. I say the room, the facility, like. So yeah, it was cool. I think Celebration was the best. But in terms of pickups and that, there was other fairs that I went to where I got better pickups. But it was just more the energy at that place was awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Sly?
Actually, again, same thing, really. I mean, I think between all four of us, we went everywhere this year, from Celebration to PowerCon to Joe Fest to Dublin to Sandown to NEC. I think between all four of us, we did a lot, really, didn't we?
Yeah,
we really did.
Yeah, it's but for me, just like Star Wars Celebration feels like so long ago now. Yet it was only a few months, but I think that was the big highlight. I think with it being the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, which is my favorite Star Wars film, I absolutely love Celebration. It was brilliant. Second highlight would be going to Dublin. It was the first time I ever went to Dublin.
Okay.
I went to Dublin Con and meeting up with all the Irish lads as well. That was a fantastic time. That really was.
Was that a 1 or 2 day show?
To Dublin, we went for 4 days, but the actual show is 2 days. It's like Saturday and the Sunday. But again, we got tickets for the Sunday, but like what we did at Celebration, Pete, we didn't go on the Sunday because the Saturday was more than enough, and the Sunday we just spent going around Dublin and stuff, and seeing the town centre and everything. It was great, yeah.
Because I mean, we saw each other up at where was it? NEC, and we're sitting down having a chat in the restaurant, weren't we, afterwards? And you said then that it's been quite a busy year because we've done a fair bit.
Yeah.
And when you look back on it, you think, bloody hell, we have, because you forget, like we did, Celebration. Then there's all the different toy fairs that done. Here we got Gerard in the house.
Gerard and
Hello,
Miriam.
Gerard, how are you, sir?
Gerard. And that's it, meeting Gerard and Miriam, it all makes you feel really welcome over there. And first time I've ever met up with all the Culture Cast lot and everything. And it's that good that we booked it again for next year when we got home, so.
Sweet.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, because you went over with DTM, Helen?
Yeah, me, Claire, DTM, and Helen went over. And, we had such a great time. Like I said, as soon as we all got back, booked it again for next time, but for an extra day as well, for 4 days next time round. So it's such a good sign, So it'd be great if you could come this time, Stu, you and Georgie.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a possibility. It's we've got things planned already for kind of like next year. Oh, hang on. We've got, who's that?
Hey, JT.
JT.
But yeah, it's like 2023 was like finally everything's like back on track at its normal times, of the year. Like everything's firing on all cylinders.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, BOE. Hi.
All right. Red Army Bunker too.
But interesting you should say that, Pete. Has anybody booked up anything for next year? Because I've already booked my hotel for NEC next year.
Yep.
Basically.
Same.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah. It was DTM, actually. He gave me a kick up the arse the other night. He phoned me and said, have you booked your hotel for the NEC yet? And I said, well, get it done. So, yeah, rolling that Premier in, aren't we, I think?
Yep.
I think we're all staying in the same hotel.
We're all staying there. It's
That is going to be some.
It's going to be better than
it's a little
Celebration because we don't have to say goodnight.
No, absolutely. Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah. It was a nice hotel.
Helen, I mean, they've got around a bit, haven't they, this year? They've done a fair bit as well, haven't they? Like you said, they went to Dublin. They come down to Celebration.
Well, also, me, Dave, and
NEC.
Helen, we went to Star Wars Fun Day at Blackburn Rovers football ground.
Okay.
Now, years ago, me and Shabby went years back, and it used to be Burnley Football Club, and it was fantastic. We had one of the best days out we have ever had. So when we came back from Celebration, I said to Dave and Helen, Star Wars Fun Days on at Blackburn Rovers. Should we go? Like, it'll be a really good do. Me and my brother went years back. We had a great time. We got there. It was £15 in, and honestly, we were done in 10 minutes. It was just awful. We were like,
oh no!
And the DTM said something that stuck. He said, "Do you think we've got a bit of Star Wars fatigue because of Celebration and everything? We've come a bit too early to another one." And I sort of got it. I said, "Yeah, I think we have." Do you know? So yeah, it was a bit of a disaster.
Hey, Chris.
I'm just trying to work out who's who. Obviously, Stu's Picard, but
I'm the right
the rest of us.
What? Yeah, I'm Picard. You behave. That's been taken, man. That's been taken. Hey, APD. Hello,
APD.
Sir. Awesome stream last night. APD, you and Kim done a great job with that. Podcast. So awesome stuff. If you haven't seen it, then I'd have a watch. If you're not into Rocky Horror,
Even if you aren't, you still should watch it.
Absolutely. What about you, Scoob? I mean, you've been very busy this year, haven't you?
Yeah, we kind of kicked the year off with Star Wars Celebration, hanging with all of you guys, and that really was, as a vintage toy collector, going to all the panels and or trying to go to those panels. That was, we all put our names in that lottery, and then it was like, sorry. I really didn't miss that. It was hanging out with you all plus, the other 20 or so. I mean, we were like a Delta Force in that coffee shop, as our operating base. It was
we
fantastic.
certainly had shares in Costa, didn't we?
Yeah. And
it was awesome.
It was fun to hunt there. Obviously, you were paying that Star Wars Celebration price. Things were, you could dig and find a good deal here and there, like that Palatoy X-Wing. But for the most part, if you wanted it, you were going to pay for it.
Yeah. I just want to quickly interject, guys. I do have a kind of announcement that I'm going to just drop in at some point during the conversation. So yeah, it's all good. So no worries. So I will get around to doing that. So yeah, Star Wars Celebration, Pete, and then what else you been up to?
Then it was Joe Fest in Augusta, and then PowerCon.
Wow.
And what was it, 2.5 weeks ago or something like that, was the Great Ohio Toy Show up in Xenia, Ohio. And it's like, if you haven't seen that, we've got a video of the hunt on Chasing 80s Toys, but it's 7 massive buildings of any toy you can think of. It doesn't matter if you're looking for something from the 50s or you're looking for modern. They have it all. There's somebody with that there. And it just, kind of, as far as toy fairs, I don't think there's really a whole lot going on. As we cruise into winter. But we're going to be popping over for NEC in the spring. Looking forward to it.
Oh man, that will be coming around pretty quick. So yeah, that is
carnage. It's going to be good. It's going to be carnage.
Yeah,
so.
It will be. Yeah. Well, carnage. I've heard that before.
Gonna have to have like a backup reserve of Guinness shipped into that Premier Inn.
There's
no Guinness.
I never used to drink Guinness that much. I got totally rat-arsed on it one year, and this was going back away, and I've not drunk it since. And then of course we went up to London that Sunday. No, when was it? It was at
Easter Sunday.
Celebration. You got us a pint of Guinness. I'm like, oh crikey, and I thought, I said, oh, actually this is quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
and then
when we go out and meet up, I can just partake in a Guinness. So
Yeah, we were throwing them back on Easter Sunday in London there too.
Yes, we were. I mean, that was a warm day as well, wasn't it? And there was a lot of walking around London, wasn't it? As well,
a lot of walking.
Oh yeah,
good day.
Yeah, a lot of walking. But how cool was that? Churchill's bunker.
Oh
yeah, that was great, wasn't it? Yeah,
that was epic. That's still like I've got all kinds of pictures and video from that. I think that'll be a Scuba's video at some point. But the history. I mean, it wasn't just like, this is what we think it looked like. And we're like, no, this is exactly how they left it. I mean, you're looking at the map of the Atlantic and into Europe, and it's got thousands upon thousands of little pinholes in it where they were doing troop movements and ship movements and stuff. That just blew me away.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, without getting too much off the toys, about 20, 30 minutes from me, there's a secret. It's not secret because there's a massive sign, a secret nuclear bunker.
Ooh.
And it's basically where the British government had planned to go if it kicked off in the 70s. And that's as spooky as hell. You go in there, you go for a tour of that. It's brilliant. But it's
cool.
It's about half hour from me, but yeah, it's got a massive sign that says secret bunker, which always makes me laugh. So you would love it if you like Churchill stuff. Yeah, you'd love that. So
that was awesome. That was an awesome day. And I was talking to Georgie the other day, and I thought, well, look, even though we've not been away on holiday this year, it has been a busy year because, like you say, we've done Celebration and we did NEC. We've been a couple of times this year. Then we went up to Leicester and come and visit Blackpool as well. So we saw a site up in Blackpool. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you have travelled a lot, haven't you, this year, Stu?
As well,
You've done some miles, haven't you, Stu, really, this year, all the way up here? And
yeah.
Me as well.
It's been really good, though. And the good thing about it is I feel now, and I was, because I was pre-recording earlier, and I was chatting to the guy that was chatting with, obviously, and I was saying it's nice when you go to these places. You don't have to spend loads and loads of money now. Well, we never really did anyway, but I'm not that fussed if I come away empty-handed because I've got to meet people and speak to people and just hang out. And for me now, going to these like toy fairs and conventions, that is probably the main reason.
Oh yeah,
socialize and stuff like that.
Socializing and then having toy finds is like secondary.
Yeah. I mean, guys in the chat, I mean, if there's anything specific that you've really enjoyed over this past year, please feel free, put it in the comment and we can put it up and stuff like that. And I will try and keep up with the chat as best I can. So, but yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic. And then of course, like I said, me and Adam, we've got Sandown in a few weeks' time, and then after that, we've got Fording Bridge in December, and I think that's probably going to see us out for the year. Have you guys got anything planned up for the next couple of months, Si and Scooter?
We were planning on. It was Helen that found it. It was a toy fair that's going on in Bolton at the end of, I think it's 29th of December. But looking into it, it looks like it just might be for dinkies and Hornbys and Tonkers and stuff like that sort of thing. So we're going to have to do a bit of research there. But apart from that, we're meeting up in York on the 9th of December.
Gap.
Cheers, Gap.
The secret bunker. You fool. I think over here there's like just a couple really, really small, like 1 day shows. I know typically for you guys, a lot of those where they have it at the racetrack, that's like a 1 day gig. Even NEC's 1 day, right?
Yeah, so.
I don't get that. I don't get why that is, and it's on a Sunday as well, which is I find
Sunday's
quite
weird. Yeah,
that is weird. Like it. For the videos I've seen from the community, it's like, man, that would make a killer Saturday Sunday show.
Yeah. What I didn't like about it on the Sunday is that out of the NEC, everywhere was shut. There was no Wetherspoons open, there's no bars open, no apps. Everywhere was just shut. So that was a bit annoying.
But I don't get that. They must have known that there was something going on. You thought they'd have had like some bars open or like a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd probably be different when we go up. No, because it'd be on a Sunday again, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get
travel
that.
on the Saturday for the 7th, yeah. It's a Sunday.
No, I don't get that. I don't
We'll be there
know why
Saturday
they've done
night.
that.
We just have to find somewhere wild to go on a Saturday night.
Well, there's the hotel
Exactly.
bar. You don't want to be going too far. Just go to the hotel. I mean, I don't know what else is around the area though. That's the only thing. I don't know what else is around.
Look, we can get into trouble like that. No problem.
Yeah, it seems to be off the outskirts a bit. There doesn't really seem to be anything there. Although coming back, there was a guy that had actually gone to the toy fair and he found a toy shop that was not far from where we were staying in the hotel.
Oh, really?
Oh.
He's put a video up on YouTube. I can't remember where it was, but he said it's quite secretive, but it's near the hotel. You know, like if you get bored and you want to go and have a look somewhere. And
secret
so
toy shop.
Send it you. Yeah.
Got secret nuclear bunker all over again.
Right, yeah.
So what about next year then? I mean, what have you guys? I mean, Scoob, I know you're going to be coming over to the UK again next year. Do you have anything else sort of like planned at all?
We are going to do Joe Fest. Doesn't look like there's going to be a PowerCon from what everybody's talking about, which is okay because Columbus, Ohio was ridiculously expensive. You're talking like $250 a night hotel rooms, $50 parking. I mean, it's just talk about a gut punch. I'm glad we only were there we just did the one day because it was just like, oh my gosh, it's like nuts.
$50 parking, that's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. So we may look at something else. What was it? Is it JoeCon down in Atlanta or ToyCon or something? There's another massive toy convention like in the Atlanta area that will probably hit this year instead of doing like a PowerCon. I'm definitely going back to Xenia, Ohio. That is not to be missed. In fact, I would, at some point in the future, because our friendship is, we're going to be like, remember at Star Wars Celebration when we all got together? Coming over for the Xenia show that weekend on top of just, going wherever in the U.S. you want to go. I would highly recommend it. It's like knock your socks off. Bring an empty suitcase.
See, me personally, I'm a massive Joe fan, so I'd love to go Joe Fest, to be honest. So that's like a big thing for me. So
yeah, that's a great time, and you're staying in that one. It's cheap to get into. Even the hotel rooms are moderately priced, and you're staying literally in that same complex that the convention is. So you find something big. Say you bought a flag, you're like, I'm gonna take it back to the room. Be like, see you here in about 25 minutes or so, and be like, okay, so you can take it to your room, jump it off, and meet down in the bar for lunch.
Yeah. No, I need to get to JoeCon definitely.
Yeah, I mean Shabby was on at me about going to JoeCon, and I would love to go next year, but I just know realistically that's not going to happen, and we probably won't be going back to the States until 2025. And then even then that's like going to be a push. I'm gonna have I've got to stop buying toys. That's the thing. DragonCon is the biggest for us.
Yeah, DragonCon is massive.
Or maybe stop buying 3 of them. Stop buying 3 or 2 of the same. Buy one. Don't be so greedy.
I can't help it. It's just I can't help it.
Focus your collection. I think that's a big key thing to do. Is focus on. In my head, it's easier said than done because we're all kind of people who tend to do it, but I think focusing the collection is definitely kind of the best way of going, like in some respects. I don't mean focusing on a certain character, but on a couple of different lines, I think. Because otherwise you just buy everything. I just do that. So
I'm sorry. Adam was cutting out there. What was it? What was that, Adam? All the toy lines.
I was trying to be a bit common sense. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a common sense.
I know. Listen. The thing is, right? I try and cut back. And then it doesn't help when you get Si posting on Instagram. Oh, look at this. Oh, you got to jump in quick, lads. Otherwise, I'm not being funny. He could turn around and post a picture of a turd and say, this turd is limited edition. Get and buy it. And I'll be like, oh, okay then. And I'll put an order in and buy it. Do you know what I mean? That's how good he is. 3 times you've done that.
I'd say that does happen a lot, doesn't it? It happens a lot. When BCM did his top 10 figures of the year, I think about Apple for him. It happens a lot, doesn't it? Like,
hey, Brian, hoping you're feeling better, mate. Hoping everything's okay.
2 things. David, I have not been back. I've been back to that shop, David, I think 2 times after you visited. And then I pretty much ran them out of everything cool that they had. Because then the last time I went, there was, hey, Luke.
Hello,
But,
mate.
it's been long enough. I may hit that little shop. It's a little mom and pop. You know, you got to dig. You know, you got bins, so you're sifting and making piles and hope to get back to there.
What's that? Stu, if you stop buying all of my little ponies from eBay, you would get again. I just can't help it. I do like my. No, I don't. What the fucking hell? What am I saying?
I'm glad I could kick off your collection.
There's a rumor, Jonathan,
Yeah, cheers, Scoop.
There's a rumor, Jonathan, that Stuart's going to actually open up his own My Little Pony con. Like once he gets enough. So,
what's that? Sorry, shots in NC.
Speaking of new and shiny things on pre-order, anybody order the Vamp? Besides me?
Is it it's for the 6-inch line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I have to draw a line. I can't go near the 6-inch.
You can just draw a line, a big circle around it, like in the Christmas catalog.
I can't do it.
So
I can't do it. It looks amazing. Just like
I pre-ordered today. I only did the one, and I was thinking of getting another one and then customizing it into an SAS Panther.
Oh, I like where your head's at.
But then the price of it, I'm like, no, I just. And if you're watching Georgie, which I know you are, sorry.
Georgie,
it doesn't get charged
to America, Georgie. This is why you're not going on holiday.
You didn't buy those 10 vamps.
Don't listen to the strange man, Georgie. It's all good. We're going.
Or what? What you pre-ordered? What? It's not important right now. Nothing's been charged yet until it arrives. It's okay.
So, what I was going to say is, on a serious note, going back to what you were saying, Scoop. Yeah, for me, I love the vintage GI Joes, but if I could easily get into the classified because I think they're amazing. They're definitely better than they were at the beginning.
Definitely.
But I just have to draw that line. I nearly got pulled in by the Dragonfly because I've got a vintage 3.75 Dragonfly.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know. Sai got it.
It's amazing. I still wish I'd got it, but I'm glad.
I know it was like that was a really good price, I think, for what you got for it.
Well, that's what I thought, and I don't collect GI Joe myself, but I just liked it. I really liked it, so I thought I'm going to get that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
I'll find something.
That big snake head? Yeah. Super 7, is it? Super 7.
Yeah, Super 7's doing it. Yeah, for 500, I'm as much as I love Joe's and I love the cartoons, I'm like, that's not really doing it for me, that giant ship.
Sorry, I just got to read Jason's comment. I stopped myself today in buying a B-Wing Return of the Jedi complete in box for 90 quid as it was not on my list.
That's a hell of a price.
God, what?
What is wrong with you?
Oh my God. That is
complete inbox.
Oh,
Jason, you need to think of your brothers in arms and toys.
Yeah.
You know, there's somebody out there going, I needed that. But that's part of the fun of these. So the fact that so many of us have, we're post lockdown. And so we're getting to meet in person and kind of build these relationships even deeper than just hanging out on a stream or typing messages in DMs. And I find it so much more enjoyable hunting, even if I'm alone, because I'm thinking about, does Stu need this? Is this Adam? Is this, like everybody's got like their like hot stuff, lines that they love. And so I look at everything now rather than going, oh, no, I'm not interested in that. Because it's like,
I genuinely do this.
Yeah.
I think I actually hunt for other people more than I do for myself most of the time.
It's
Because I just think I know someone want that and I can't stop myself. And, I'll come home with gifts for people rather than myself sometimes. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I like doing it. So,
I got 6 boxes that need to go out across the globe. I have no more excuses since Leslie's home from Greece. So it's like, oh, I need to slap labels on those. Got them in there, but in like midgets or French birds. So
Jason, that is incredible, mate. For 90 quid. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, Shannon, it's fun. And even our kiddo, she likes snow globes, so I pay attention if I see snow globes. Like, is that a Disney snow globe over there that Haley might want? Let me see how much they want for that.
There's a bit of truth in that, Luke. What Luke's saying. I'm quite a bad influence for Luke of late. So.
Well, we've heard because he's into another toy line now, isn't he? You've got him into another toy line. He was saying.
Well, I don't think I can take the whole credit for it, but he was definitely. He was on the edge, and I pushed him, so that was what happened. So.
It was more like a dink.
Yeah,
but I mean,
but he always likes to blame the rest of us.
It must be quite easy just to say, "Here, I'll have that," and he's like, "Oh, all right then, I'm the same." So I will turn around and say, "Look at this, buy this," and I'll be like, "Okay." You know what I mean? It's,
You do.
That's what it's about, though, and I don't think that's a bad thing. It's part of the fun, isn't it? You know, so.
And I agree with you, Adam. There, that's what it is about. Because half the time I get to see things because other people have got them. Do you know what I mean? And other people show them, and because of that, I think, oh yeah, I really like that. Then you find out a bit more about the line and stuff, and so yeah, I like finding it like that.
Every time I like Cy is always, posting the Batman figures and the newest Poison Ivy, and I'm like, must resist McFarlane.
Oh, well, you like this one, Pete? Check this out this week. Oh, this is a nice piece.
Oh yeah, that is superb.
What?
Let's go. The Dark Knight room. Getting your hands on the Dark Knight figures is just ridiculous here. I just can't. I've got the Joker with a swappable head. I managed to get hold of that one, but getting the other Dark Knight ones is becoming
that is cool.
Very hard.
For 120.
God blimey.
Whoa.
20 quid. Yeah, that Batman is not Batman. That Joker is absolutely stunning. I really like that.
G-Force got Brainiac.
Have you opened it yet?
No. See.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. You've got that shoe, haven't you?
Look at this.
Yeah. Beautiful,
that is awesome. Georgie, this is size.
Stop throwing me under the bus.
Stick the arm on the back. Are you going to open yours, Si?
No.
Yeah, like Cy open a box. He's worse than Shabby.
I was contemplating opening it, and then you messaged me that day, or I messaged you to say it come through, and you said it's a limited, and I was like, oh well, hell no, I'm keeping that in the wrapper.
Yeah, there's just over 7,000 in them. That's all there's going to be.
Yeah.
Wow. I
like it because Jason Fabok is the Batman artist of today.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time, really, since I've got excited about a Batman artist. But when he took over, I was like, oh, this guy's something else. And his work is so much like Brian Boland's from The Killing Joke that I think that's why I jumped on a lot.
Oh, dear.
Chris will go up with that.
just to educate me a bit here. And is that the only one?
Right, Luke.
Is that the only one he's done that's limited 7,000, or has there been other ones that have done in that?
No, there's a few at the moment. These are the sketch editions that they're doing. There's a Superman, there's a Joker out, there's a Batman, which is really cool, and a Spawn sat on a throne. The black and white Spawn is unbelievable. It's a bit pricey, it's 70 quid, but it's really nice. It's that sort of art I love.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I thought of your art and how you draw aside. I'm like, oh, he's
no, the computer pros.
BOE or pretend.
Hey, keep on collecting. Matt. How you doing?
What's up, Matt?
Yeah. Well,
right? Yeah, it's a deep hole, Jason. Yeah, he was like, I'm not getting any G.I. Joe vehicles. I'm not doing it. And I'm like, yeah, right.
They showed me the today's little show. G.I. Joe starting. Whoa.
I told him about
just as well. You didn't crack it open, Georgie. Wow.
I think I would have cried. I told Luke that he should build a false top to the bed so he could still sleep in the twin bed, but then build a whole tabletop above it that you can display more stuff on. And he was like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's massive, isn't it? I saw that today. That is big, because the figure's quite big as well, isn't he? That Lobo figure, he's quite big.
Yeah.
Have you seen that, Si?
Are they doing a new Lobo figure for that though? Because I know we've got a Lobo figure at the moment, but is there a new one coming out with
Yeah,
for
I
or with
think there
that
is. I
bike?
think it comes with the bike. If I was any kind of whiz at technology, I'd get a picture up on it. I'm scared if I touch something, everybody would just disappear. So I'm not going to.
El Lobo,
Yeah.
isn't that Spanish for whale's vagina? No.
Was that Pete?
My mistake.
Frozen. See, as soon as I say that, it freezes. Bloody thing.
Can't be out the weather.
Get out of the right, Brian.
To be fair, it's slippery slope. I remember when I first started collecting Joes, I probably had about, I don't know, 10 that I really liked. And I thought, oh, I might get the odd couple more. And I'm about 70, 80 later. So, like, and it just grows and grows and grows. Like, I love them. I've got that pull-up cabinet there. I've got some above me. Oh, it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk post-stream, Adam, and you're going to have to let me know your wants and needs.
Yeah, I've got a list. It's ever growing. So
no, that's San Diego. That's right, Luke. My mistake.
Yeah, you certainly did.
I do think that. I think if you dive into G.I. Joe now, fast, isn't it? Where do you start? What do you collect first? How do you collect them?
So many Joe collectors, they pick years. To, you're like 82 to 87, or they try to put a guardrail on it. It doesn't often work really well like I'm doing, but Shabby.
Yeah, for those of you joining, bloody hell, Shabby's got internet issues. So I
think it's because G-Force spilled rum on the modem. Wasn't that right side? Didn't that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, dazzled it. Nearly burnt his house down.
I'm sure someone's asking a question. There you go.
Scooby. That's right. I got confused, JT. Sometimes that's Spanish. I love that line from Anchorman.
And then there you go. It's cutting out again. Bloody thing. My most recent pickup.
Detroit.
Oh, look, we've got Salacious. Hello, Salacious.
Hey, Salacious.
Oh, Mr. Ram.
Indeed. Speaking of Shabby, where is the? Well, yeah, he's off. He's what's it's out? His internet. So he says.
The cow stole his modem.
He's out filming his adverts, isn't he, for his hair care product? That's what he's doing.
Do you know, saying that, I think that's what I'd do as well. If I was to buy Joe's, it would just be what I generally did like. Do you know what I mean? What took me eye, what I did like. Because
it starts there and it does go elsewhere.
Yeah,
because you go, I'm not gonna get the Joes in space. That's silly. I have a Defiant. What'd be cool is to have the Joes in spacesuits. We're like, oh no.
Yeah. Me and Smith will go like that with the multiverse. At the beginning, it was like, we're only buying Batman. We're only buying Batman. Then the next thing, we're buying each other bloody Batman things and bloody Joker dragons and bloody all sorts. And like, you do, don't you, for me?
I would say, because Luke's kind of trying to pin all these little side collection of Joe on me and a bit on Scuba as well. But I didn't have such a big mask collection, so I started Luke. And now I've got a huge mask collection. So I can blame the mask collection on Luke.
Right, as I look at Boulder Hill that he lovingly gifted to me. Yeah, the mask is like.
Yeah, it's a great line. To be honest.
Oh, so good.
There, so like they're down there, but yeah, such a good line.
It's so crazy after that big warehouse find that they found in what was it, Chile?
And we had a couple of them. Yeah.
How many boxed? Like you see them everywhere. Everybody's got boxed mint mask from that collection. It's just that quickly got disseminated across the globe, and so everybody's like, "Hey, don't you want it?" And be like, "I'm gonna wait a little bit."
Well, mask was meant to be for me. Just I'm only getting the ones I had as a child, and that quickly went out the window. So quickly went out the window. So I was like, oh, well, sod it. I'm in now. So
it's got it hooks into you.
Wow, definitely you, Luke. Luke's trying to get out of this one. That mask was definitely me on the next one. It's definitely him. So
no way, that was me.
Definitely was.
Oh dear. So what about you? Sorry, what have you got planned for next year? Anything exciting or?
Yeah, next year, obviously, we've got the Scubas in the UK again. They're going to be here for April, coming up for them 2 weeks. And then I'll be at Joe Fest. I'll be going to Joe Fest in June.
Oh, wow.
So I'm meeting up with my brother. I think DCM and Helen are coming with us.
Awesome.
And we're going to go to Joe Fest for the 2.5 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. Just one you said about before about Sandown. It's always one of them places I've always wanted to go to for the toy fair as such. But two things: one, it's really too far from me. But the other one, it always looks bloody freezing. Every time I see Sandown, it always looks like everyone's.
No, it's a good one. It's quite warm. It was warm last time.
Yeah, it was
warm,
wasn't it?
yeah.
It was quite nice. Yeah.
Was it because it's? I know what you're saying, Si. It's like somebody videos like the early morning stairs deals, and everybody's like.
Yeah, I watched a couple of.
You take 10 quid for that.
Everybody just looked perished. So,
it's a good one. Sandown is definitely one of the best ones.
Because you got there quite early last time, didn't you, Adam? And when the things with that, when you get to Sandown quite early, a lot of the vendors still haven't set up, have they? So you walk around in a lot of empty spaces because they're still walking in and getting set up. So you're going to get there a little bit later this time, aren't you?
Yeah, so I got there about 7:30 last time.
Yeah.
I think the dealers didn't even get there till 8, and I got there at 7:30. I was there well early, and I was by the stairs looking at all the deals that were going on. But I'll be honest, there wasn't that much great stuff. And then when I went in, I went and got a bacon sarnie because there was that hardly any people would set up. I just sat down.
You needed to kill some time.
But yeah, I'm going to go about 7:30 this time. I think I'm going to meet you, Stu, around about that time. So,
yeah, that's what time we normally sort of rock up and
that's
stuff.
2
like
weeks. 2 weeks today, isn't it? 2 weeks today.
Yes, it's the 4th next week, isn't it? So then the following week, yes, it's the 11th. Yeah, 2 weeks time.
Adam, you had me at bacon sarnie.
It was quite nice, actually. Yeah. So
because VTR's going as well, isn't he? So VTR generally goes. It's I'd say local. It's quite close to him.
Yeah.
And then you've got BOE. I think BOE is going to be going to this one. He's in the chat. BOE, you better be going to this one. This Sandown on the 11th. I'll message you during the week.
I don't think I've ever met BOE.
He said he didn't really want to meet
really?
you. He said you're the sexiest man in Essex. He said he didn't want to clash. Didn't want to clash with you. But
Very good.
No. But hopefully, bloody no, don't know. Hopefully, come on, mate. It'd be nice to see. It's been a while. And then Zero Hunter normally goes, doesn't he? Matt and Julian, they normally go. So
met them last time. Didn't
good to see them. And I messaged Caitlin the other day because I know she likes going around doing these things, so she might go. She did say she's gonna see how far it is and stuff like that. But if she says she's traveling 2 hours to and from work, it's not 2 hours away, is it, from where you are, Adam?
For me, it's about an hour and a half, so it's not too sad at all.
Yeah, but you drive like Miss Daisy. If you put your foot down, you get there in an hour.
Are you kidding me? I
don't know. You guys have all those speed cameras.
I drive how you should drive. I think that's the diplomatic.
America typically we don't have those speed cameras, and so you've got a sporting chance. You just got to know where the police are. But yeah, you're like, oh, that's automatic. Yikes!
No, to be honest,
cheers, Des. Thank you, mate.
Drive like Miss Daisy. That's outrageous. We're going next time you're in my car. We're going on 2 wheels.
He's gonna drive like Toon Sister driving cat.
This one's for you, Adam. This question.
Yeah.
I have a question for the guest, Adam. Why the hell did you have a Dirty Dancing poster up? Because you wanted to be Patrick Swayze.
There's a couple of things behind this. It's quite right. So when I was younger, I've got a sister who's a year older than me, and her favourite film was Dirty Dancing. Mine was Top Gun. So I wanted to represent that on my wall. And we always used to argue about what one used to get put on. And secondly, I actually do think it's a pretty good film, and Swayze's a legend. So that's just my view on things. So, yeah. So Chris, I don't mind having it there.
Chris, I was going to say he has Essex hungry eyes. Hungry eyes. Oh, sorry.
It's a great song. It's a great soundtrack. That's a good soundtrack.
It is a great soundtrack.
Yeah, it is.
So when you listen to it, Adam, do you just sort of like do a little dance to yourself and stuff like that when you?
Yeah, I get them hips going a lot. I don't know what you want me to say. Yeah. I've got a bit of Swayze about me.
I want to see the hidden camera footage when he's dancing to "Hey Baby," like he's on the log.
Because he had the time
He's had the time of his life.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But no, it's on a serious note. It's because it's my sister's favourite film when we were younger, and Top Gun was mine.
Nobody puts Adam in a corner.
I don't know. You're having the time of your life. See, you look at this.
If I put me in the corner, I wouldn't shut up anyway. Still hear me.
No, what?
Jonathan.
No. E.T.'s a
I
great
didn't get
film,
that.
Jonathan. That's
He said it on ZSL on Friday. He doesn't like it. And I was like, I thought everyone likes
what's with
it.
him?
Has a cute
Jonathan,
young
come
Drew
on.
Barrymore in it. Reese Pieces. Come on.
I think Jonathan
Phone
Redmond
home.
obviously likes controversy. I think he's just
He
after
does.
a fight.
Yeah,
Sassy.
yeah.
E.T. sucks. It's outrageous.
Whoa.
Jonathan, are you going to come to NEC since we got you in the chat? Are you coming so we can actually meet up?
I like. Was that sharks or snarks?
Blue. He likes
What's
sharks.
Oh.
Sharks. Sorry, I've not got my
Me
glasses.
too.
I thought that said snarks.
What's up, Blue?
Oh, come on. Where are we going now? Why did that come off?
Reynolds reviews is the same. Look, E.T. freaks him out.
Oh, what was
Really?
this?
Oh, I never.
Interesting.
Is it because you cried, Luke, when E.T. was dying? Is it because you cried? I reckon that's what it was.
That film always used to make me cry when I was a kid. E.T. All the time. Outrageous,
yes.
honestly.
Sorry, what was you going to say, mate? You crack on.
No, I just said, that film E.T. always used to make me cry as a kid. It's a sad film.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It was a sad film.
I know.
It was a sad film. But I think a lot of people in the chat were saying yesterday in ZSR, they used to look for all the Star Wars bits because he's going through his Star Wars figures. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, there's...
Oh, what the bloody hell's he got to say for himself now? E.T. only freaks me out because he's from Yorkshire and over there.
Slightly different than Kill.
Yes, there's you get the model kit, the Build the Millennium Falcon,
Mm-hmm.
where it's over 100 issues and it takes 2 years and costs an absolute freaking fortune to build.
Yeah.
I did that. I built it and then sold it. That was a waste of money. They're doing the same for ET as well.
Well, you could get
Yeah.
a full-size one off eBay for like 600 quid, can't you? I've seen full-size,
Probably, yeah.
life-size ETs.
Because Whiting screams.
I have got my childhood ET plush somewhere. I don't know where it is, but so
The glowing finger, that toy they made
glowing
that's
finger,
suspiciously...
Oh, yeah.
he goes right.
Yeah, that was good. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
they
keep
took
up
all the
with the
guns out, didn't they? And replaced them with torches or something. All the guns were replaced and replaced them with torches, and his face was digitalized in some bits. And
What was that size? Sorry, mate.
just saying in ET when they changed it around, didn't they? They took all the guns out, and at the end they changed more torches and they digitalized his face and stuff, didn't they? They did like a special edition version.
Grab your torches and
Yeah.
pitchforks.
Crazy.
And Keep On Collecting was dumping on. He says, I seem to know a lot about Dirty Dancing. And you would be correct because that stupid movie played at the movie theater when I was an usher forever. So,
So listen, let's be fair. I mean, I'm 48, and at the time, God, when I was at school when Dirty Dancing was out, it was dominated. Soundtrack, every girl.
Yeah, it was everywhere. Yep.
Every lad thought they were
They're
Patrick
making
Swayze.
a follow-up, ain't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Oh, no.
Why?
I can't remember her name. Was it
The Search for More Money?
Who's the woman in it?
Jennifer Grey.
Jennifer Grey. She's gonna have a cameo in it. She's gonna be in it. But yeah, it's a follow-up. Yeah, I read about it about 2 months ago. It's definitely getting slated. Everything it's slated to go. It's got the money, everything. So yeah.
But why? Why do it? I don't understand. Why can't
Well,
they
they did
just do
originally.
things
They
like
did
that?
that Havana Nights, didn't they? They did Havana Nights, like Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, and Diego Luna's in it. From Andor, he did it.
I just think
They're doing
Hollywood's running
Gladiator
out of
2 as well,
ideas.
aren't they?
Huh?
They're doing Gladiator 2 as well.
Yeah.
Why
They're just running out of
leave
ideas,
them
ain't they? They're running out of ideas.
Yeah,
That's all it
yeah.
is. It's like, so
Creatively bankrupt.
massively.
Reynolds'
that?
comment there. That's magic.
Whose comment?
Luke Reynolds is.
Hadn't he nicked the bike though? Was it? I don't know if it's him. Didn't he nick it or something, or like grab it off? He's his sister's bike or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's just like a. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So it weren't his bike.
Oh, dear.
I'll tell you what though, I'm in the process. I haven't spoke to the guy yet, but I'm actually in the process of sorting out buying and building my own custom 80s BMX because I want an 80s BMX.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, like I had one when I was a kid. I had a chrome one, everything. So I'm in the process of putting one together and kind of doing that. So that'd be cool when I get it. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, Daniel? Yeah.
Absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely.
yeah, that's true.
What's that?
BMX would be cool. I just
I
see Cy cruising Blackpool, and and then what? Shabby, he got the computer and then decided he didn't want the computer and he wanted a BMX.
Yeah,
and
that's
how
when
that
he
story
goes mad about Tez. When he goes mad about Tez and just says how boring his Spectrums were. At that Christmas, he moaned like hell for his Spectrum, and I got a bike. I got a Rally Burner, and then after I got my bike, he kicked off and wanted his own bike. So we ended up sharing his Spectrum, and he got another bike. And I ended up loving that Spectrum. I loved it.
I'm like I said, like most of us, I love 80 stuff. I've been wanting a BMX for ages. So
TJC's in the house.
Hey, Terry.
Oh, if it was me, money was nothing. It'd be
And
a
Juice?
Mongoose for me. I'd love a restored Mongoose.
Oh,
I'd love an
I've got
86 Californian. Oh, I'd love one.
I always wanted one of those, but Mom and Dad were not going to
Well, to
shell
me,
out
when I was
for
a kid, that was the pricey bike. That was a
Yeah.
Lamborghini BMX. Do you
It
know what I
was.
mean? I'd be Rally Burning where I
Oh,
was happy. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I love
Keith
that.
Knight. An old neighbour of mine accidentally caught fire one day, and afterwards he looked just like E.T. and he said, "Ouch!" in that raspy voice. All it cost was the price of a gallon of petrol. Unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah, they did, Jonathan. Yeah, Rally Burning out at the moment. They're so expensive. If you wanted to fully install one, you're looking at $2,000.
Ooh.
Definitely, I'm probably going down the route of getting a Harrow because I like Harrow.
Oh yeah, I'd love a Haro bike as well. Yeah, peace. I
think,
love them
that's for another time, a couple of months away. So,
What G-Force? He still has his 91 Diamondback. Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yes,
quite jealous of that. You're gonna have to send
again
me
another bike that was out of my mum and dad's price range when I was a kid. Diamondbacks for life.
Yep. Only the
Yes, he
really
was
well-off
Phil
friends
Thompson.
had those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see pictures of that. Send me pictures of that. That'd be cool.
What's that?
He's
Diamondback.
He's
Yeah, he's put them up before in the group. I need his pictures of his Diamondback.
I need to see that.
I'll be still on it. Going down prom.
How you doing, Adam? Yeah, it's okay. The connection isn't brilliant, but thanks for popping in anyway, pal. Awesome stuff.
Good to see you.
Oh yeah, Andy Ruffle. Yeah.
So
He's
what
got
is
Andy
everybody?
Ruffle wallpaper. Andy Ruffle wallpaper in the old bedroom. Being bark all the way around.
Hey, Stu, I know we're
Yo.
just past halfway point, but shouldn't we show our sponsor for this particular stream again?
Yes, I think we should. Yeah. So this live stream is once again brought to you by
Shabby Hair Care Products. Do you wake up every day feeling tired of looking old and gray? Do you want to do something about it? Well, now you can with Just for Shabby Hair Care Products. Tell that gray to go away and be the younger man that you want to be. Just like Shabby.
There you go. So that's why he can't make it tonight. He's out doing his bloody hair care product adverts. Bless him.
Yep.
So
Gotta make hay while the sun's shining.
like I say, those voice actors, they do not come cheap. They do not come cheap.
Especially when they do a whole singing, a whole song. It's pretty expensive. Nick knows.
It's like Kenny
Rogers.
Add T Murray BMX.
Murray BMX. Whoa.
Oh, wowzers. God, yeah.
Leg breaker then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's that?
I started talking about BMX bikes. Everybody would be on eBay looking for them. BMX.
Oh, dear.
I
anyhow,
got the Huffy knockoff version. You know, that's what mom and dad were like, you can have this. And you're like, thanks. Anyway, sorry.
Was that to do with bikes?
Yeah, it was Huffy was the cheap, entry level. Kind of looked like a BMXer, but
someone
not really.
And they were saying about certain figures, and they wanted these kind of figures for Christmas. And then when the figures were bought for them at Christmas time, it wasn't the ones that. It was like the cheaper versions, and they were like, oh.
Yeah, it's like it would be like wanting G.I. Joe, but your aunt and uncle or grandparents get you Sergeant Rock figures, and you're like, okay.
As a kid, though, when you see when there's something you really want, but you don't get it, and you're like, oh, I mean, how do you hide that disappointment?
Right.
Oh,
I tell you what, though, it must be a lot harder for kids now, because when we actually, I look at the prices of some of these vintage stuff when we first bought them. Like, was it somebody said that the ATAT was £13 or something, £12 something when it first came out? Something stupid. So they were a lot more affordable, really, back in the day, weren't they, as well? You could, like, when you walked into your kids' rooms at Christmas and it was full of stuff, and it must be so hard.
It was relative, though, wasn't it? It was relative to income as well.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think now. Like, I remember getting £14.50 birthday money one year. I was probably about 9 or 10. So we're talking like 1990, 91. And I brought the Lego police station with that, and it was exactly £14.50.
Nice.
And I just it's weird, you know what I mean? I don't know how much they go for now, because I don't pay attention to Lego sets, you know what I mean?
A lot.
But it's
that's a great set with the roll-up door.
Awesome. So TJC's going next April as well. Awesome, TJC.
Him and Jace. Yep.
Awesome. And we've got Woodman.
Cool. Hey, Woodman. What's going on?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
So, Luke, you're in the chat. Luke, what hotel did you book for Birmingham? Luke booked the hotel, so I'm wondering if we're in the same hotel as you guys.
Premier.
I think he booked the same hotel, but I think he's just coming on his own. I don't know if he's.
Okay, I'll sleep in the car then.
Fancy a cuddle.
Yeah. So I was saying earlier about what's like going on in the future. So as we know, in January I'm going to be doing the Sunday live Star Wars trivia quiz. So that's going to run for a period of it should be 15 weeks, but it's actually going to be 16 weeks. And the reason for that is because once again in March I'm going to be doing the 24-hour live stream. Oh, wow. So that is definitely happening. Great. So that will be on the 23rd and the 24th of March next year. Now, the reason it's a couple of weeks forward is because the weekend of the 9th and 10th is which Georgie kindly pointed out. So I was like, oh, bloody hell. So then I had to change it. So I was going to put it the following weekend, which was the 16th and the 17th. But then Georgie said that's St. Patrick's Day. And I was like, oh, bloody hell. So then I've moved it to a weekend where I don't think there's going to be too much going on. So 23rd and the 24th of March, I will be doing another 24-hour live stream in aid of Give Kids the World. Nice. So there you go. And after Christmas, I'm going to be, in like beginning of January, I'm going to be start planning it and start getting a schedule up and stuff like that. So I will be looking for people to come and join us for the 24 hours. So yeah. Awesome. I just thought it went so well last time. And I thought, why not? We'd do another one. So yeah. So again, that's basically what I've got planned for next year. So
Stu, not to break a habit, I'll come and join you.
Will you?
Just inviting myself again.
yeah, absolutely. Why not? But no. Yeah, listen, like I say, you're more than welcome. I'm going to try and make it this time like a little bit more structured. So I will be speaking to people and see if and it's not going to be a case of me jumping on and having co-hosts and then bugging off. I will be there for the full 24 hours. And some people say you're doing it for 24 hours. Well, yes, maybe I am, but these are kind of things that you do for charity. And me staying up for 24 hours is nothing in comparison to what some of these kids are going to be going through. So I don't mind putting myself out there. So that's all good. What have we got there? 1 year, I wanted a helicopter for Christmas and my parents Didn't he get me a helicopter? I failed to mention that. I wanted Airwolf. I thought it was a.
So they just got you like a just a normal like, hey, here's an helicopter, and you're like, that's not Airwolf.
Right. So Adam, you invited yourself onto the live stream because you said you got bits and bobs to show off. So
yeah, I've always got something to show off, but yeah, no, I just said I invited myself because I don't get many invites to kind of go on these things. So I thought,
you are so full of shit.
Look at him. He's like flexing.
Unbelievable.
Right. I've got some cool.
I'm going to make you. I'm going to put you on the full screen, Adam. So the screen is yours.
So this was a little thing I picked up a little while ago, and I think Luke has done a video on his one, but it's a crossover. So it's like a custom micro machine mask crossover. So I got it from a guy in the States. But that I thought was really cool, to be honest. So that was something I got.
That is cool.
Probably about 3-4 weeks back now. So I really like that. I'm blaming Luke.
Sorry, Adam, G-Force has sent you a picture, apparently, he's saying.
Yeah, okay, I'll have a look.
I don't know what kind of picture.
I'll pray it's bike.
Probably a bike. Another thing which I blame Luke wholeheartedly for is another mask toy, but this one's quite hard to get. So it's fully complete. It's got all its handlebars working. So this is Fire Force. It's awesome. So I had this as a kid as well. So
was that like a wave 4, like very late?
So split seconds wave.
Okay.
The problem is this one, when it does split out, it turns into like a flying thing and then like a trike. And the trike is always normally, I'll show you quickly. The trike is normally always missing the handlebars. So I was quite chuffed to get it with the handlebars because it's quite hard to get like that. So yeah. And then this is the coolest thing. I think it's the coolest thing, and it's totally off piece. So I think the bill will be a bit shocked. I got a big Frank.
That's cool.
Isn't that the coolest thing in the world? So even cooler, it actually
open him up. Yeah, press it.
It's amazing. So yeah, it's isn't that the best thing ever? So yeah, that was kind of like some of my recent pickups, but I'm loving my big Frank.
And very topical for Halloween.
Yeah, exactly, as well. The colors.
That's awesome.
The reason I brought this was like I'm very much like I like things that are aesthetically pleasing, and this I don't know, the orange and green really pops. So these are really cool. 1992 Play School. Wicked.
Is that what? Okay.
Yeah, so they're a bit later, but his head opens up. So.
Yep, no brain. He's Abby normal.
So yeah, big Frank.
There's another question there for you, Adam.
I've seen them, and I may get them. I may do. The thing is, I'm looking potentially at getting them from the G.I. Joe range because G.I. Joe made Street Fighter figures around about 91, 92.
They're cool.
So I don't know if I'll do both, but and I want to get like with my G.I. Joes, I always get mint and like they have to be complete with my G.I. Joes. I don't buy any incomplete G.I. Joes really. So yeah, so I'll see what goes on. So it depends if I can get them because I know some of the actual Street Fighter ones in the G.I. Joe range can be a bit pricey. So so yeah, don't just my main. There's loads of other things. I've got a million G.I. Joe figures that I picked up recently, but I won't bore you with them. But those are the main ones that I thought were really cool. So,
right? I'm just going to flex me, not my collection. I like Matt from Keep On Collecting. I thought you were going to put a beer in his head.
Yeah, I tell you what it was is, so these came with tools. So there was like little tools, and they're really hard to find with the tools. And you put the tools in here, so you didn't have to turn these manually. And then the tools went in his head. So,
thanks, Des.
Awesome, Des.
Just speaks. I love the way it just goes on alive. But look, amazing! Isn't it the best thing ever? So,
that's good.
Yeah,
Scoob, you got to paint yourself green, mate.
Right.
Frank. Everybody needs a big Frank in their life. So,
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's me anyway. So
so are you done then, Adam?
yeah, there's just a few things. I just, I wanted
Awesome.
to show them off. That's
Heck
all.
yeah.
What was that? Adam giving out tickets to the gun show.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got this now. Like, I'm scared of moving my arm.
Fire Force was all you. The nerve.
What about you, Scoob?
No,
Have you got any pickups?
I do.
That is
Of
actually,
course you have. What a silly question.
Right.
Hang on.
I'm just. Oh, I'm gonna
So,
say.
Oh, look at that.
From I bought this from Gary Atkins. A little carded SAS Commando for
Wow.
a good price.
That is cool.
I love it. And I know I've showed it, but I'm showing it again.
Oh.
Robo Skull box with the
just the box?
insert. Well, I've got a complete Robo Skull.
Yeah.
But it's the box with the insert and the blueprints. So it's in pretty good nick. There's a little tear on the backside, but that's all right. And then this is one of my new faves.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is how I got my Falcon back in the day. I still have that ship out in the other room, but I wanted the Star Wars box, and I found this in Xenia at the big toy show, and it was in great shape. So couldn't pass it up. So yeah, that's my few things to show off.
The Scoops, it's quite interesting because your RoboSkull. I was talking about that earlier to Luke, to be honest, like earlier on the season, and I've never been a massive Palatoy Action Force person. It was just a bit before my time, but that is a cool vehicle. It's probably one of the coolest
wicked
out of that range, isn't it? It's just different level.
That mad scientist genius of Bob Breakin, it's TIE Fighter-ish, and I've also got the Mark II that was the Kickstarter. I've got that ordered as well, so hopefully that shows up 2024, and it's massive.
Unfair.
It's
so unfair. I don't.
You've been proper called out tonight, Adam, haven't you?
Gutter snipe. That's a new word
for me. He's giving you some proper grief.
The thing is, it's because I do make it quite honest. When I buy stuff, I'd rather not buy it unless it's complete. So I do kind of, because a lot of the time it costs more money to complete it.
Right.
So that's why
you get parted to death.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Sometimes you can. Me and Luke have discussed this before. Sometimes you can do stuff in parts and get it cheaper. But I would say, as a whole, 80% of the time, you're always going to pay more if you buy it incomplete, in my eyes.
Well, we went to NEC Toy Fair, and DTM saw it as well. But there was this Legacy Falcon, and it was just stripped down, and it was just the shell of the Falcon. And I'm not too sure whether it was 30 quid or 50 quid. And I walked past it and looked at Georgie, and she went, no. And I was like, okay. But then next to it, in crates, you had all the bits that come with it as well.
Okay.
So they've stripped
selling
it down,
them off.
They're selling them off, but
because they're worth more as parts.
Were,
Yep.
Yeah.
Always the case.
Yeah.
That's mad. Like, I don't know if I agree with that, but I can see why they do it. But
I can see why they do it, because so many people have that. Maybe they bought it incomplete, or it's from childhood, and it got played with, and it's missing the radar dish or this and that.
And then when we went to the last deco, there was this vendor, and he was selling. We saw a Palatoy Death Star set, and it was all being packed up. So obviously someone had just sold it, and what have you. And then as you walk around the corner, there was another one. It was in it was all complete, and it was like a little bit worn. And I said to the guy, I just said, how much? And he went 7. And I went, what, 7 quid? And he went 100 like that. And I was like, oh bloody hell, he didn't look very happy. And I just thought, I said to Georgie, you know what I mean? Obviously he wasn't having a very good day, but yeah, it's just
they're up there.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got one, didn't you? At Celebration.
Yeah, VTR Dave helped me find it, because he insisted, like, let's go back to that one vendor that initially when we passed by it, they were 3-4 people deep, because their booth had just some epic stuff, and we were able to belly up to the table, later in the day, and here we're looking, and they had a boxed but not sealed, and it was 1,300 for the Death Star. And Dave's like, "Is that sealed?" And the guy kind of did the same thing for 1,300. No way, And it was like, "Oh, sorry."
Wow.
But then we're like, "I wonder if they have one loose." And Dave goes, "Look down," and I'm like, "Oh, like this." And it was missing some of the clips, so and it doesn't have the plastic dome top to it, so I got it for a pretty fair price.
Oh well, cool, awesome stuff, awesome. Si, are you currently creating any masterpieces? Keep on collecting what's on it. Well, Matt, he has done a recent one. I don't know if you can see back there, Diana Stew. I spent hours modeling for that. So but yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually well, it's one been going a long time. I've just done a biker scout, which is quite a large one, all in Indian ink, Japanese biker scout. Well,
wow.
I mean, I've done a James Bond one, and I've done all the characters around the gun barrel, but there's a space empty, and I'm just still waiting for him to announce this new Bond so I can finish it. As soon as the new Bond gets announced, I can get it finished and get it up for sale, but I'm just not announcing it.
Yeah, I think you're going to be waiting to complete that for some time.
In my head in. And they just announced who the Bond is. It's been like, 3 years now, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And still don't know who the new Bond is.
Mm. Who do you want it to be?
For me, I'd like Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, you good.
Oh,
really?
I think for the world of today, and the way Bond is seen today, I think Tom Hiddleston would be brilliant as James Bond. I do, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
The thing is, I just see Loki. That's the stupid thing.
Mm.
No, it may be, but you see, when they were talking about Henry Cavill being James Bond, all I'd see was Superman if that was the case as well.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
I mean, they say it's going to be the kid from, he's Craving the Manhunter now, and he was Quicksilver. Aaron Taylor Johnson, is it?
Who?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Is it Aaron Taylor? He played, he was Quicksilver in the X-Men films.
Okay.
Sorry, in the Marvel films, Scarlet Witch's brother. He was in that Bullet Train, and well, apparently he's high on the shortlist. It was Barbara Broccoli who saw his audition and thought, "I want him," so it might just be him.
That's a good idea,
I just wish they'd
Jonathan.
announce it.
What about Tom Hardy?
No,
wouldn't work.
He's going to be the new highlight. Huh. Wow.
What's it? Ben Kingsley is Bond. God, he's got to be about 90, isn't he?
Going back to what you're saying, Stu, I just think Tom Hardy's just not the right kind of person. Like he nailed the craze. That kind of suited his persona and his kind of thing, but I don't think he would suit Bond at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's too rough and ready, I think. He's not cleaned up enough, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's
I think you'd make a good Bond, Adam.
Jesus, I don't think I would. I think you've got to be a spy. You've got to be like a grey man. I'd be talking too much. I'd tell everybody what I was up to. I'd be like, I'm just.
You want to go to the secret nuclear bunker? Come on.
Yeah, I'm just following this guy. I'd be useless.
Oh dear. What about Idris Elba?
no,
I'm not
too
convinced. I'm not
No?
convinced. No.
old. No.
I think
I
Tom
think
Holland's
10, 15 years ago, yeah, but at 53, it's pushing it being James Bond.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think Hardy.
It'd be nice to get somebody in their middle 30s, and then he can go the distance again.
I'll
I tell you what, Adam will make a yeah. I tell you who would make a good Bond, and he's looking for work.
He's available.
He is, and he's acted in many a film.
PGM. If I was a Bond villain, I'd be a cross between Blofeld and Oddjob. I'll leave the rest to you guys.
That's not a hat you're throwing.
Definitely not. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. So, Si, have you got any recent pickups apart from that awesome sketch edition?
Yeah, picking these up because I really like these and I loved the cartoon as a kid. I mean, the 90s, sorry.
Oh, look at those. Yeah, yeah.
So I've been picking these up. I've only got a few more to go. I love
Those
that
are
robe.
cool.
I think that robe one of the best they've
Oh
done.
yeah.
Yeah, they're so cool, aren't they?
That is cool.
And, I like this Wolverine. He seems to be a little bit smaller than normal Wolverines. You know, like he was supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
Like,
Again, he looks really cool.
So like the rest, I think I'm just probably going to pick Magneto up. I don't think. I mean, you say that, but getting the four of them, I'll end up getting both of them. But Magneto will be next. But yeah, they're really nice cards then.
What
If
annoys
there's
me
only
with that,
6 of them,
Troy,
you got to get them.
what annoys me with that is they did the video box editions, didn't they, of the original animated series figures?
Yeah,
they did that, but they didn't.
I bought Jubilee, and it was that bad. I just didn't buy any more. I opened it up because, like, this was the first time I'd got a closed box. And as you all know, I don't open anything. So, but it was that light for a start. I thought, I don't even think it's bloody in here. So I've opened it up, and when it's come out, it was in such bad shape. I just thought, I'm not buying any more then. And I only bought the Jubilee.
I've been okay. Mine aren't too bad. But what's annoyed me is they didn't do Gambit in that line, and they didn't do Rogue either.
No.
So I don't get it. Why do some of the? I mean, they did that. They did Morph. They did Cyclops. They did Wolverine again. Storm, Mr. Sinister, and Jubilee. And I think that was it. But I don't know why they didn't do Gambit, and I don't know why they didn't do Rogue either.
No. And then I ended up talking about his Frankenstein figure. I did pick up the Bride of Frankenstein NECA, which I love this figure.
Ooh.
I've always collected Bride of Frankenstein stuff. So.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Really, man.
Wow.
I love the NECA stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, they do some good stuff, but again, they can be a bit dodgy, can't they? With their like moving them about and stuff like that. And
who doesn't like multiple heads? I mean, that's cool.
Well,
heads.
yeah.
On Halloween,
I said
the
heads.
last one I got with it being Halloween was I picked up the
Oh yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So
I was
there's only
just
the
watching
Christmas one now to go. But that's a great box as well.
Who did that? What line's that, Si?
This is NECA.
NECA, that is
that's brilliant.
Cool.
Yeah, they did an all black one. It came out late last year. Then they've done this red one, which has just come out now. And then there's a Christmas one coming, and it's got like a little goblin with it and stuff. So I'll be picking that one up next. But yeah, that one's in.
Si, have you seen her show that she did for Knott's Berry Farm this year for Halloween? Yeah, you got to watch it. It's awesome. I'm normally watching it, especially when Admiral Wooey goes to Knott's Berry Farm for Halloween a lot and stuff. I always watch them for the past few years, and her little kickoff show. I mean, it's pretty high production for Knott's Berry Farm. It's really cool. Yeah. Well, that's it. I just bought the one because, like I said, it was that bad. I just thought, I mean, the first one was to go and get Storm, but I thought I'll get a Jubilee in, and it was terrible.
Tom Holland as James Bond.
No,
he's Spider-Man, ain't he? You can't unsee him as Spider-Man, can you? So
yeah, but then you can say that about what if look.
It is full of himself, isn't he?
I bet you are, PGM. I mean, crikey. Yeah, bless him. We've not seen much of PGM lately. He's been quiet.
Thank Christ for that.
Oh, bless him. Bless him. He's still doing his the two pommies, isn't he? With
yeah, he was on with Salacious the other day.
Yeah, I watched it a bit, yeah.
It's good to have Salacious show back on a Monday, though, isn't it? It's good to have that show back Monday nights now. Yeah, because there was a massive missing out that week, wasn't there, when he stopped?
Well, Pete and Leslie kicked that back off, didn't they? Back on
on
the fundraising live stream that they did. Yeah, so it's all your fault, Scuba. What's that?
We asked him to. It was like, come on, you need to. The stubble on the 97 Wolf is terrible.
He's got stubble on it. Can't even see any. That's how bad it is. He's got none.
It's none.
Look at that. Clean shaven.
That's why he's mad. He's got razor burn.
Who makes that line, Si?
That's Hasbro.
Night, Jason.
Oh, Hasbro.
Yeah, they're not long out. I saw them at the was it Comic-Con? Or it was one of them, Comic-Con or the Toy Fair, and I thought, because I love that cartoon. So when they came out, I thought I'll pick them up. I know
Cheers,
sometimes
Jason.
people are like,
Take care, pal.
another Wolverine, another Gambit, and another. But I think they tweaked it up a little bit to justify buying them again.
Hello, Mr. Hayes.
The cards are cool.
Hey, Tim.
I like the cards. They're quite simple, but the design on them is really nice. Like, you know, the drawings and that.
What I don't get is, I mean, I bought them 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi Black Series this year, and I don't understand how the cards on them are really thick and sturdy and strong cards, and yet on them Return of the Jedi ones, it's like toilet paper. It's like flimsy. I don't get it.
That has been a problem, though, hasn't it?
Connor.
Nice to see you too, Connor. Thank you, mate.
Side, did
Well,
you
that comment, I'm going to.
did you get that, Side?
Where's the Sith?
Yeah, I picked that one up. Yeah.
I mean, that's nice, and it came from Amazon, and they didn't even bend
Sorry,
it.
Scoop. Put it up again, mate.
The photo, the card is amazing. Though. Look at that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's what drew me in. It was them cards. They were so retro to the 83 line, weren't they? And
Yeah.
That's
for Shabby. Thinking of you, Shabby.
My favorite was the Endor Commando. I absolutely love that Black Series figure. That was
that's
swappable
sharp.
legs as well.
Cheers, Matt. Take care, mate. And
See you,
yeah,
Matt.
we'll see you soon, pal. Thank you, pal.
Get that food in my belly.
Yeah, those Star Wars ones. I just need the crikey, what do you call him? The Endor Trooper now. But the thing is with that, they've got one where you can change the face, so that means I'm going to have to get two.
No, that means you'll have to buy 4.
Because you can get all those different looks.
Why 4? No,
Well,
Because
you need
buy
a whole...
one and put one like you don't open it, don't you?
yeah. So
that
I'll
means
keep
if
one
you
in the
buy
card,
another
and then
one,
get the
you
other
still have to
two.
keep that one unopened. So you'd have to buy 4.
You need a little strike force.
No, 3. So I keep one on the card, then open 2, and then just change the face on one of them. So, but then I can wait till they come down in price. So I'm in no rush.
Well, what I did, Stu, the ones that were out on the Return of the Jedi boxes, the green barred boxes, when the anniversary cards came out, the ones I had on them, I didn't bother buying. So like the Boba Fett, the Han Solo, the Leia.
Yeah.
So I just got them on the boxes. I didn't pick them ones up. Well, like what you just said, I thought in the future, when they start getting knocked down and they're like £10 here and there, that's when I'll go back and pick them ones up.
Yeah.
But at the moment, you know,
a couple of Return of the Jedi ones I had in the green boxes, like the Bib Fortuna. I think the Endor Han and Endor Leia, I had them in the green boxes anyway. But I opened up that Bib Fortuna and he looks great, but he's a horrible figure. He really is. That plastic cape he's got on, or robe or whatever it is, it's absolutely rubbish. Because when he moves his arm up, his arm comes up like that, but the plastic bit's still going down the side. You know, it just wasn't great at all.
Am I wrong in saying that when I was a kid, that cloth of that Bib Fortuna cape, you can still feel to this day, it was like a suede sort of cloth. So when that Black Series came out, I thought, it'd be great feeling that cloth again. But it wasn't. It was all plastic, like you said. It was a bit.
Yeah, it wasn't great. What's this? Des T shoot most deaf. What's that? What's Des T put? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, cheers, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Gee whiz.
Read Goji's comment.
Oh, what's this? One to open, one to keep carded, one to get graded, one to seal in a time capsule for future generations. One just
To be fair,
Georgie's watching this and she's probably thinking I'm so easily led, and she's right. Yeah, that's a great idea, Goji. Cheers, mate. I'll be onto that.
To be fair, I always buy 2 of everything. I always buy 2 of every like TVC.
Cheers, Luke. Take care, mate.
I open one and I chuck one in an acrylic case. So you know, like that's what I do. But I always buy 2 of everything. But I've I've cut down a lot on my TVC buying recently because, to be honest, I don't really want any of their Ahsoka figures. Like, I like the show, thought it's good, but I'm not interested in any of them. And so I'm just kind of concentrating on the main films now for my TVC, and like going back and buying the ones that, you know, not doing the 96, but buying the ones that I want, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
So
What
that speak
annoys
to
me
you.
about it is, Adam, is they did Ahsoka for what was she in?
And
The
Mandalorian.
done
They
it so
did
many
Ahsoka
times.
for Mandalorian, and then they've done exactly the same figure, but they've just put her in a different box
And
Do
slapped
you know what I mean?
Ahsoka
But
on it.
then people in the Ahsoka box, so people are still buying that. And, you know, so they've got one in a Mandalorian box, and then they've got one in the.
I'm going to
Ahsoka
pick up
box.
Count.
It's
I'm
the
going to
same
pick up
figure.
Count. I'm going to pick up Count Dooku though, who's shown today. That looks an awesome figure in the TBC line. Don't know if you've seen it yet.
Yeah.
So they're putting on it. He's on the a clones card, Attack of Clones, and it looks that looks awesome. So I'm going to grab that one. But I'm just being very, very focused on what I buy now. So very focused. Like I just think it's too easy to be just go all over the place, and I'm just concentrating on certain things. So whether it'll work, I don't know, but that's the plan. So,
Well, and around
I've
here,
just always kept to the same rule. If I like it,
Awesome.
buy it. If I don't like it, I won't buy it. You know, just the same rules.
well, seeing so many people here in the States, including Shabby, say, or GeForce, hey, at Ollie's, here's this Black Series, here's this TVC, here's this Classified Joe. It's like, wow.
Yeah,
I'm more apt to slide into an Ollie's now just to see what they have to go, maybe, you know, for $5 or $8. Yeah, I might pick that up.
yeah.
And again, that's what I thought I'd do with the Indiana Jones collection. I thought just get the ones I really wanted, and then the rest I'm just going to wait till they go down. You know, and if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. I've got the ones I wanted to get. You know, first Indy, the Marion, the Elsa Snyder, the rest I can just pick up when I see them when they're cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only going to be getting select Black Series figures now. So one's just to finish off teams. Like I think K2SO, I need him to finish off my Rogue One team. Then that's it for as far as that's concerned. And then like, I think I've got like I say, the Rebel Endor Commando. That's to finish off the 40th anniversary wave. And after that, I think that's it.
I've only jumped into just because Return of the Jedi. That's it. I only ever buy Return of the Jedi. Once the Black Series is finished, like I don't think there'll be any more 40th anniversary cards coming now. I can't see any more coming. Can you?
No.
I
think they did just 3 waves, didn't they?
So all I'll be doing is going back to the green boxes, just picking them up when they release ones. You know.
Nice, Sith.
30 quid. What
for that Trapper Wolf.
Wow, God. I mean, this is another reason why we need to go to the States and live there, for crying out loud. You're getting all this good stuff for next to no money.
And Jonathan's got a question
for Scuba. If everyone just buys figures from Ollie's in the US, will the big box stores not just stop? Well,
yeah, it's pretty hit and miss now. And I think there's still plenty of people who do the FOMO, you know, buy it at full price when they are there.
These aren't for new figures, though, are they, Pete? I can't.
No, these are like
I can't pick up like the X-Men '97 there, can I? Or anything like that.
This is, much, you know, stuff from like tail end of last year. Somebody got.
I've seen a lot of pegs with like loads of Ray on there and stuff like that. And
that's
those kind of figures.
she's. I think she's part owner in Ollie's now. Ray is. And don't worry, Lando's going to be joining her real soon.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's another one, isn't he?
I mean, that's my target is world famous for never discounting. Like they just don't discount toys, or at least action figures. And you can still go visit Lando from last Christmas, who was there, you know, like the Christmas. I mean, it's nuts. They just stay there. You can blow the dust off of them. Full price. Nuts.
So basically, it's like B&M's, isn't it, really, then, Ollie's?
Yeah.
It's like B&M's.
Yeah, it's a big clearinghouse. It's, you know, they write their signs in, you know, like magic marker, you know, $4.99, and they slap it up there. You know, it's very basic.
Can I ask the panel if there's a modern action figure that they would like in their collection that's not Star Wars related? Yeah, of course you can. Go on, Adam. You go first, mate.
A modern action figure that I like here. On none of the things, if you forget the lines that I already collect, because I don't just collect Star Wars, I collect Micro Machines, G.I. Joe's, Mask, and all that. I'd probably say go for something. It's not modern, but they've been made modern, like some of the NECA figures. So, like, I'd probably look back at some of the NECA figures, like the Back to the Future NECA stuff, the ET NECA stuff. I really like that kind of stuff. If you're talking like new media, then the Stranger Things stuff is pretty cool as well. So you know, I might be tempted into some of that, but that's about it really. But I'm not gonna be. But you know, if I did, that's probably where I'd go. So.
And that's Adam keeping it short and simple. Nice one, mate. Cheers. What about you, mate?
It's a thing I've been after for quite a time now. It's by Star Ace Toys, and it's the Batman Ninja Catwoman. And I've been after it for quite a bit, but I just cannot seem to get my hands on it. So as soon as I get that one, that's one I'd like in my collection.
Awesome. Scuba?
For something that's currently, been made or made in the past, I would go for the Tron figures, the 6-inch Tron figures. For something that hasn't been made yet, I would go bonkers for some Battlestar Galactica 6-inch figures. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Or Buck Rogers, but more so Battlestar.
Yeah, I think I'll be the Battlestar.
Yeah, right. I mean, I have like my 6-inch Cybermen, because I got a few of those when we came over, and I'm like, oh, imagine if this was a Cylon. Yeah.
I have actually said it before, but I'll say it to you, do you think it's blasphemous to say that as a kid, I always thought the Cylons were just as cool as Stormtroopers? I thought the Cylons
were totally.
Yep.
Loved the first series. Yeah.
Talking of Catwoman, they've got a 12-inch Catwoman in HMV.
Yeah,
have you seen that one?
The Batman Returns one. Yeah, I bought that last year. Yeah, I bought that one and the Penguin. It was just the Batman one I'm looking for.
Yeah,
but again, it's 150 a figure, so I'm always like, do I want to spend 150 on one figure, or do I need to fill up a bit on Multiverse or Marvel Legends or something like that? There's a few neckers that are out still that I need to get my hands on.
Yeah.
So it's always one of them, and you just pick and choose. Like, do I get the one thing? Do I just go out and get a few this time round? So
yep,
I'll end up with him.
What's this?
Wow.
Oh wow.
On card, dude. Oh.
Wow.
I've seen many of them.
I've got them loose. Yeah, I've seen like the Imperious leader on card, but very rarely anything else.
Which I don't know the 90. I don't know these ones. Which ones are these?
I don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know about those, Gap.
No,
I must learn.
Educate us.
Yes, Trendmasters 96.
Oh, okay.
Siri, make a note.
Do you know I'd have that? Yeah, because when you do think about it, the helmets were like Egyptian sort of light up helmets, weren't they? The ship, the ship was always dead cool, and again Cylons. So yeah, I'll have that. Yeah.
What did you think of the updated version?
I didn't like the Cylons in it.
They did look different, didn't they? Well, one of them was quite nice.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I remember at the time, on Sci-Fi watching those, brand new coming out, and I was digging it just because it is. I like Katie Sackhoff, so I thought she played great in that, and shoot, the gentleman who plays Adama, why can't it? Anyway, he did a stellar job. I quite enjoyed
is it Edward James Elamos?
Yes, thank you, Edward.
Yeah. That was great. I mean, I thought some of the acting in that was pretty good. I mean, I thought it was quite gritty. It was very in depth with the storyline and on the backstories of people. But I must say, when that first came out and the first episode come up, I was like, oh, they've Boomer's a woman, and it was always a guy. Starbuck's a woman again. That was a guy, but once you get over that, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I really liked it. I mean, the guy who played Gaius Bolter, I just thought he was absolutely awesome. When he's having those visions of her and he's sitting there and he's like, oh, like that in the room or something like that, and he kind of snaps out of it. I just thought it was very well done. And the twist at the end as well with Ty being a Cylon, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that was cool.
So if no one's seen it, and I'm spoilers, it's
spoiler
it's
alert.
10 years old, so maybe longer.
Even older.
I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. I really did enjoy that. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
And the way they kept it to 4 seasons as well, I don't think they overdid it.
I'm just having a look at these Trendmaster toys.
Oh, go on.
They're pretty cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They're what are they?
Can you share your screen?
It's just I don't know. How do I do that? I'll present. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, not in that way though, Adam. Yeah, just.
Do I just press?
What are you asking? Don't ask me. I would.
The only problem is I've got about 3 screens, so I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, don't dox yourself.
All right, hang on a minute. So if you go present and then go share screen, and then you press the link that the page you're on. As long as it's not Pornhub or anything like that, Adam. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, it's just
side glances at Babe Station.
You see now.
Oh right. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and then do this.
Yeah, no, it's just
nothing happens. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
there you go.
Quite cool. I was just having a look at them, to be honest. So I just typed in and just the Mattel made them. So they look like limited articulation, though. They don't look like this is one on eBay, I think, but they don't look like they've got much in the way of articulation. But I've never heard them. So yeah, pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, they're okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, the vehicles look pretty cool, actually. So if I can get back off this, look a bit plasticky, I guess, but yeah, they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
still,
yeah,
that Viper design.
Yeah, it's cool, ain't it?
So
It's cool. So cool. But yeah. Anyway, sorry guys.
That's all right. I did not know. Oh, we've all done. Hello, Pete. Sorry, mate. I don't know what happened there.
He's moved.
I'm out of here.
I didn't realise you guys could share stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Well, we learn something new every day, don't we?
We do. I have some carded Mattel Battlestar Galactica figures. Awesome. Just going to catch up on the chat quickly.
Does BOE have everything carded though? I get the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes, and he got it way back in the day for like £5. That's the other, when he tells you what he got it for, you're like, oh. Yeah. It's like George Aiken, like, I picked those up in the 1 pound bin, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
yeah. I've got to agree with JT there. The original series of Battlestar Galactica, it hasn't held up very well at all, is it? So,
yeah. But I don't think none of them. He said that the A-Team, on the other hand, brilliant. I watched the original A-Team a few months back, and I thought it was terrible. So yeah, I really did. I thought it was just like watching a B movie. Like,
I agree. I watched it long back, and there was like this prison scene I was watching where BA and Hannibal had gone into prison for summer, and it was like watching a B-rate movie. I was like, "What the hell is it?" It was awful, like really weird.
It's interesting what people see, I guess. So we know what people see in things. So
Yeah.
I'm a sci-fi junkie, so I'm like, I keep it on my playlist, perpetually. Yeah. I'm going back, and I mean, if you want to talk about B-list stuff, I'm living in Doctor Who land. I'm on like season 12 of Doctor Who.
So my Doctor Who Scoobs was was it Sylvester McCoy? And I know he's not the one who's that much, because he was around about mid 80s to late 80s, and he's the one I remember growing up.
That's your Who.
Yeah, that's cool. Definitely my Who. Yeah, so it's cool. I want to rewatch V. That's my
V was quality.
Yeah,
I'd say the miniseries was good. Some of the series got a bit daft towards the end.
I got
that brilliant show.
Another show which
was that show
which
just saying that's a great show, really is. Yeah. That one that has aged well.
Martin Landau.
Oh wow!
Another show which I watched recently, rewatched. I had to get all the DVDs. I had to buy them because they're really hard to get. Was I don't know if you remember Erie, Indiana.
Oh, I've got that box set. I got that.
And it was quite good, but it didn't hold up very well. It's about it's a bit like Stranger Things before Stranger Things existed. But it's kind of cool.
For me, it was like the child's version of the Twilight Zone. It was
a bit like that.
Yeah.
I remember they used to be on Channel 4 years back, and I loved it. And then I saw this bootleg copy I could get on eBay. And this was years back, and I ended up buying it because it was wasn't out at the time. It was all on DVD.
I've done them all over the course of a week because they're about 22 minutes an episode, but I think they were Monday nights, Channel 4 at 6 o'clock, if I remember rightly. I used to sit and watch it with my dad. So
I loved it in Indiana. I loved it.
Yeah.
I just finished UFO, the series.
Okay.
UFO was good as well, yeah.
Oh, so good.
I'm not sure I remember that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Was he called Pete with the white hair in it? Again. What was he called with the white hair? What was he called? Can't remember.
That's got Stream Brain.
Loads of stuff, wasn't
he?
Tripods, yeah, tripods is good. It's years old. That,
that was going well back. That was in the 80s, wasn't it? Was that the 80s?
I remember that.
Was it about those
I
plants?
remember that.
I remember that. I feel bad. I'm Googling it now.
The tripods. But that was about plants, wasn't it? Those giant triffids or something. Was that the day of the
Yeah.
triffids?
It
was, yeah.
Like, yeah. It sounds
Straker.
a bit like
That's who Straker, the white hair.
I do remember that. Now I've actually seen the pictures of it on Google, so I do remember tripods. So yeah.
Can I actually reboot of UFO? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Well, do you know, I've got to say, Kevin Ball is a wealth of information, isn't he? He's like an encyclopedia, this guy. I mean,
yes,
knowledge
Ed
is
Bishop.
the bomb, and
Thank
Kevin
you.
Ball is the bomb. Kevin, I'm impressed with your knowledge. Every time I see you on a chat, you just come out with all this knowledge and stuff like that. Awesome.
He's like the Oracle in Gotham City.
That's right.
He is. Talking to Gotham, I mean, sorry, I can't remember. We probably had this conversation. Did you watch Gotham?
Loved it. Thought it was great. And I was
Did you
really
pick
upset
up,
when it
did you
stopped
pick up
me.
some of those Gotham figures?
DTM, I was after the Catwoman. And Georgie actually sent me a message saying that the shop we went in Blackpool, she said they've got a couple of them there, but check one out because one's really cheaper than the others. So I was going to go.
Yeah.
But then when I went to the toy fair, DTM bought it me.
Oh,
so
okay,
I thought
cool.
it was really nice of him and Helen to get it me. Yeah, so I got the Catwoman, the one I wanted. Yeah. But I might actually go back because they're really nice figures.
Oh, okay.
But it's like the DC
Yeah, no,
Direct
they're
and the
good.
DC Collectibles. When the Multiverse came out, I really paused buying collectibles and the Direct series. It's just like the Multiverse just took over because all of a sudden I was getting everything I wanted in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But at the moment, like at the toy fair, I picked up a few of them because they've gone down to like £10-15 now, do you know, and these
nice.
for the sets and stuff. So I'm starting to go back again and pick them up.
I think those Gotham figures, I think there's 12 of them. I think there was 4 waves of 3 figures in each wave, and I've got them, and I used to have them on display, but I've got nowhere to display them at the moment, so I've packed them all away. But I thought they were great. I mean, the likenesses I thought to the characters were really good, apart from not Selena Kyle. Oh, who was that blonde-haired girl?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh, I can't remember her
Like the
name.
Joker character in it, wasn't she?
Yeah, and then she was in Arkham, but her facial sculpt isn't brilliant. But the rest of them, I mean, the Penguin I thought was really good.
Yeah,
a lot of people didn't enjoy that. A lot of people didn't enjoy that.
They didn't, but I love the Penguin in it. I thought he was brilliant. I love the Riddler in it. I thought he was brilliant. I love the way Gotham City was done. I just really enjoyed the show. I really liked it.
Yeah, and
I have a question
Sorry,
for you all. I have a question for you all. So, obviously, it's getting towards the end of the year and that. So it's a 2-part question here. I'd say one, what's the best thing you've picked up for your collection this year? And then secondly, is there something you want but you're going to wait until next year? It's like more of a mid to long term thing that you want to pick up.
Yeah.
I don't know who wants to go first, but I often think it's quite
sorry, the question was one, what the best figure that you
what's the best thing you picked up this year? And 2, is there something you're looking to pick up
without a doubt,
year?
I've got to say this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's up there.
I know I'm a massive Star Wars fan, but when this come through and I opened the box up, I was like, this is freaking awesome. So I sent me the picture of it, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. I just thought, oh yeah, it looks good. But actually seeing it in hand and it is just absolutely incredible. And I'm a big Star Wars fan. This is so far the best thing that I've, for me, non-Star Wars.
Nice.
Anyway. And then Jabba's Palace was pretty cool because bless her, Georgie got me that from an early birthday present. So,
oh, that's right.
So yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty decent. But figure-wise, as playsets go, the Jabba's Palace. But as figures go, it's got to be that Batman.
What are you looking, Stu? Is there anything you're looking forward to picking up next year, or that you would like to get and you're thinking about it? You might be that you've got to save some money
bus
for
pass,
it, or
get me bus pass next year. That'd be pretty cool. No. Yeah, there's a couple of things. I don't want to give sort of like too much away, but yeah, there's a couple of things that I'm looking forward to picking up. But thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
what about go on in? Who's going to be next?
Go, Si.
Okay.
Oh, it's a hard one, that, to be fair with you, because I've picked up so much stuff this year, stuff I want. If I had 2 highlights of the year of what I've picked up, it's probably at the start of the year, I got an original carded biker scout, and I got that through Holly Chronicles. And the
Mhm.
figure I got was absolutely immaculate. It's like new. And then in the summer, I managed to get my hands on the Return of the Jedi Hot Toys Biker Scout because they'd re-released them again in the summer. So I just managed to get all the one of them. So they're probably two highlights. But there's been so many good stuff this year, hasn't there, really? I can't really point one out. Like you said, Stu, that Joker figure's way up there. Do you know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
So, yeah, there's been a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the sail barge. I mean, that's you know, yeah. I mean, it is a nice piece, isn't it? I've got to say, but yeah, I'm going to stick with my my sketch edition. But yeah, no, sorry, I agree, mate. I mean, I was absolutely made up when that come through, and you know, when you said about it, I was like, wow, this is absolutely awesome. Do you think they'll do the other two Jokers to go with it?
I don't know. It depends how they go because this is a new line for them. And so far at the moment, people are raving on about them, saying they look. I mean, the Spawn figure in this collection. If you go and have a look at the Spawn figures,
yeah, that thing's nuts.
It's beautiful thing. Well, the Superman sketch edition is really good as well. So if they do well and they take off, they probably will.
Yeah. I mean, Superman isn't a figure that I've really like been into within DC. I mean, I've got one figure just up there, but that was because I wanted to get the whole of the horsey sort of thing. So it's like a builder horse. So I wanted that. So I had to get Superman, and that was part of the was that Death in the Family? I think it is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Dark Knight Returns. The horse. It's the Dark Knight Returns set, that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Look at the Superman sketch now. It's cool.
So yeah. Do you want to share that, Adam? As you're quite clever with that now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I'll share it.
If I end up getting this, Georgie, this is Adam's fault.
I've just looked at an eBay listing, so can you see it?
Let's get that. I've got to get that one large. Yeah, see, it's the packaging. I just like the packaging. Look at that.
That's a great design at the back there.
Yeah. Oh,
That's brilliant.
So you guys are going to get me into all sorts of trouble here.
Although I have to admit, it looks like he's got a bit of a soul patch where they put some shadow in on his chin there, doesn't it? It's like he's got a little bit of
He's playing bass now.
Yeah.
I mean, that is cool. And for me, I think it's just the packaging. I just love the packaging.
Yeah, that is very
For
cool.
me, Stu, I won't be buying any more of them. I like this one. Like you said, if any more more closer to Gotham come out, there is a Batman, Todd McFarlane Batman that was released in the sketch edition. But again, it's not took me interest as much.
Okay.
So I'll keep my ears open if they do bring any of them out. But as far as the ones that are concerned, I mean, the Spawn one's nice, but like what Adam says, it's getting down another line. I don't want to start buying Spawn stuff. Do you know what I mean? And
because this is gold label as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. What about you, Scoob?
I'm gonna stick with Palatoy finds for the the winners of the year. My Z Force headquarters, and the helipad signed by Bob Breakin after sticking around Colville. I mean, will be a memory that lasts a lifetime. And then with that is finding the Palatoy Death Star at Star Wars Celebration with Dave. And getting to show it off to you guys, in the coffee shop. And for the future, I'm doing a deal for a couple carded Action Force figures that are really hard to find, and I can't tell you what they are. Not yet.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I'll tell you what I would like, and it would never happen, and that's a flag, a US flag.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Oh, I would absolutely love that, but I don't know. I'd have to have it as my kitchen table. I really would, because I've got
the prices. Out in the wild, not eBay price, but out in the wild prices for flags. Yeah, mostly complete. They've come down a little bit. I mean,
you never know when we eventually come out and you take us around these toy stores, Pete. At some point, who knows? Somebody, might end up coming back with a flag.
I think he's after divorcing, isn't he? He's after divorce, isn't he?
Just turn back in. When is it released? When's what released?
Stu, if you got a flag though, you'd need to charter a private jet to get it back. It's
Yeah,
that
you
neat.
would.
Like,
No, I would walk over and get it myself, mate. The bloody price of postage and packaging. I'm not having that again.
You just paddle it home.
Yeah, I would. I'll just sit on it and definitely. I never understood the popularity.
Ooh, that's a
of
good
Sail
idea,
Barge.
JT.
I mean,
a
it was
Star
alright, but
Destroyer.
for a vehicle that big, I would have liked a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good HasLab idea.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, JT, I've got to say, I personally, my own personal opinion is having it in hand and seeing it, the detailing on it, and what they've done a fantastic job. I mean, and it was an original trilogy vehicle as well. So, I respect that it's not your cup of tea, but yeah, I mean, for me personally, I just thought it was absolutely awesome.
I still can't believe that Hasbro had it on display at their booth at Celebration. I'm like, oh,
Do you know what?
Pete?
That's when I got
Smack
really
in the
jealous.
face to Europe. Like, hey, here's something you'll never get.
That for me is when I got super jealous of that Sail Barge. I always wanted this Sail Barge. I kicked myself for missing it. But when we saw that display at Celebration,
and everybody was around it.
Oh, it just looks amazing.
I'm like, whoa, they've got some big balls to put that on display.
I mean, you've just got to look at Dino at Geekstrong. How excitable was he when he was opening up his Sail Barge? I mean, it was like watching a kid open a present at Christmas. You know what I mean? He was just like the sheer look of joy in his face when he was opening up. I thought that was superb. But again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I get that. But yeah. What about...
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad it was a ghost that people back for. But for me personally, I just thought when HasLab said they were going to do the biggest and the most expensive HasLab they've done yet, I just put 2 and 2 together in my head, thinking, oh, it's the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. We're going to get something like, it's going to be tied in with that. Might be a new Sail Barge, could be a Death Star, could be anything. And when it was a ghost, for me, I was a bit like I wanted something. To finish the year off, 40th anniversary, Return of the Jedi, HasLab, something massive, that would have been amazing. But
where Hasbro went wrong with that, that was supposed to be in the Rancor, because if the Rancor would have been back, that would have been out this year for the 40th anniversary. They should have done something. They should have done something within the TVC, I think. And then if it would have been back, then it would have come out this year. So we would have had something like, I don't know, like a shuttle or something like that. But
the landing platform on Endor with the big radar dish, and you could have your AT-AT walk up to it. Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that's
Dino gets excited over a ham sandwich. Jonathan.
Oh, awesome. I saw the Sail Barge Celebration. I was more interested in the Indie figures, and Jabba's is one of my favorite characters. That's fair enough.
We had a great display of indie stuff, didn't we, Celebration?
Yeah, they did.
Their indie display was brilliant.
Yeah,
Aaron. So I was on with Aaron for a couple hours last night. So everybody, if you're not subbed to Payne's Toys, jump over there, give it a sub.
I'll do it now.
If you want to hear me babble on more, I mean, it was a great conversation we had. Throw it on.
Okay.
Check it out. But he's
a
great guy.
See, look, I'm pressing the button now.
There you go. Thanks, Adam.
Man. Well done. Right. So we've been on for nearly 2 hours. So that's
what are you gonna do for your birthday tomorrow?
Sleep in, mate. Sleep in. I mean,
it's only
late one last night. It's going to be a late one tonight.
We can wish you happy birthday in 7 minutes.
Hey, no, it's all good. You don't have to do
that.
It's my birthday. Yeah. Grand old age of 49. I can't believe it. Shit me. I'm going to be 50 next year. Bloody hell.
I'm catching you up, pal. I'm catching you
mate,
up.
Honestly,
it's all right, mate. You only look 48.
Hey. Cheers. But the thing is, when you get to 49 and then you think, God, I'm going to be 50 next year, he kind of smacks you around the face like a wet kipper. Do you know what I mean? It's like
a little bit, and then you get numb to it. Your knee starts hurting, and you forget all about that whole 50 thing. You're like, oh God, that hurts.
But the things I've been saying,
listen, at least we're still here, aren't we? We're still here. Thinking that way.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but you're still quite a youngster, Adam. But my mind is still quite.
I don't feel it, mate.
You don't feel it.
Deceptive.
Yeah, but you bathe in goat's milk, didn't you? I mean, let's be fair.
You know what? I've always looked fairly young for my age. I'm 43 in February, and I got to admit, I totally get what you're saying. When I turned 40, I very much felt like it was a big thing. Like, you know, it really did kind of like, and I kind of say to some of my friends who are not quite 40 yet, I'm like, trust me, 40 is a weird one because it did hit me like a smack in the face a bit, 40. So, but you do forget about it. Like I said, I'm 43 in February. So, you know.
Oh, dear.
Like George Aiken, he said, I'm in a different decade. Good on you, George.
I just do.
There is people younger than me who we speak to on here, though. So I'm not the youngest, trust me. So
I think that's Peaky. Peaky's the youngest.
Peaky, he's about 12, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's for
Adam looks young because of his 30 dance and exercise video.
He just turned 30 last week.
I'm thinking about putting it into the production, like, you know. So you know,
50 is the new 30. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, my mind says, yeah, you can do that, but then the body goes, no, you bloody can't, mate. Wind it in. What's that? I'm in the 50 club. The older you get, the faster the years seem. Yeah.
It does, Jonathan.
43.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Just a tot.
Oh, look, see, Brian's younger than me, allegedly. Says he's 40 in April. So there you go.
I'm 25. Where's Brian? Are
you
you only 40? Are you only 39, Brian?
Because that mileage on you looks way older. I don't know.
It's so hard.
I love you, pal.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be rude. Then Pete just comes straight out with it.
It's Brian. Come on.
Can I just actually get better soon as well, Brian? I know you've had a bit of bad news and you've had to go back into hospital and stuff. So get better soon, pal. And we're all thinking of you.
Yep, thinking of you.
Likewise. I mean, you're having those troubles at 40, mate. You wait until you're 50. Bless you. What's this? Yeah, let's have a chat about being nearly 50. old granddad there. Well done, Keith.
Yeah. So he cracks open another speckled hen.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, I think it's time to call it a night. I just want to say a massive thank you to Cy Mangafandanga and from Adam Berry, the real toy dude, for stepping in because Shabby was off doing his hair care product video. So awesome stuff. And once again, a good thank you to Scuba. Awesome. And thank you to everyone in the chat. It's been absolutely brilliant. We've had roughly about 30 odd people in the chat. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Really appreciate your support and you watching. Like I said, next year I will be doing another 24-hour live stream on the 23rd and 24th of March. What I'll do is I'm not going to say too much about it now, but after Christmas I will start planning it and getting into the finer details and getting the schedule up and running. So I will be asking people as to whether they wish to partake. So yeah, honestly, guys, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And shall we just watch that Shabby hair care product advert
I think
again?
that should take us out.
I think we're gonna see it out. So where are we?
Oh, Adam has something.
What's the matter, Adam?
Happy birthday for literally a minute and a half's time.
Oh, is it? Well,
that's right. Yeah, we're so close.
We'll come back on after the ad. Yeah. We'll come back on after the ad.
Do you wake up every day feeling tired of looking old and gray? Do you want to do something about it? Well, now you can with Just for Shabby hair care products. Tell that gray to go away and be the younger man that you want to be. Just like Shabby.
That never gets old.
I've got to say, that guy sounds so smooth, doesn't he? That voice
like
actor was absolute quality. What's this? Just watching, guys. Cheers to everyone.
Cheers,
cheers,
JT.
JT. Appreciate you watching, mate. Thank you so much. And oh, sorry. Right. Hey, what's that, Adam?
Nearly your birthday. I'm waiting till 12 gets.
Yeah, I'm like.
Birthday, like.
Oh God.
Like
okay, so you've got to wait it out a minute. That's unbelievable.
It's only like 40 seconds.
Yeah. Well,
what's your favorite birthday cake, Stu?
You get to my age, mate. It's a long time.
Yeah. What's your favorite cake?
Yeah. What's your favorite?
What my favorite birthday cake?
Yeah, like flavor.
Like me, I love chocolate. It's got a chocolate filling, chocolate, and then chocolate all over it. That's what I love.
I
Bit
don't
of
know.
creamy
I've not really
chocolate.
thought about it, to be honest with you.
What's your favorite dessert? Period.
Lots. I've got lots of
Hey! Happy birthday, you old git.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love
Yes,
you,
it's
pal.
my birthday. I'm going to be
Happy
spending
birthday
the
to you.
morning in bed because I'm going to be another late night. So, yeah.
So it's your birthday. So it's your birthday. We don't really give a care. So it's your birthday. So it's your birthday. Get out of our face. Ole.
Thank you. Thank you. Hang on a bit. Jonathan Redmond's saying something. What do you say? Won't the time go back so Stu's... Yeah.
He's got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I was, mate. I tell
Oh
you.
yeah.
He's caught in a time
Wow.
loop, Jonathan.
And PGM, what we got? I'm getting you a hairpiece, Sue, for you. Thank you very much. On that note, we are now going.
You can borrow my
Appreciate it,
wig.
guys. Take care. Stay safe. And thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.